Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update on Litecoin. This is going to be a quicker one today. We went through a lot of stuff yesterday. And there hasn't been a ton of changes right now. We still try to push up just a little higher. We're right now at 56, 57. We're up 2.54%. And as you can see, guys, on the one-day chart here, we're outside of the Bollinger Bands and we're starting to form that shooting star candle. And also, you can see where we got rejected here at resistance around that $58, $59, that range. So let's just call it $60 psychological level. And now, most likely throughout the days to come, you're going to start seeing this pullback. And remember, in cryptocurrency, things can get really overextended to the upside or to the downside. We've seen Bitcoin's RSI at 8. On the one day before, it was like 8 or 9, guys, at the last huge drop that we had when we went from 6,000 all the way down to that 3,100. And we also have seen it as high as 98 before. I've seen a 98 on a one-day RSI in cryptocurrency. So remember, these things, what I'm going by is textbook. I'm going by the textbook, the things that I'm learning, and I'm going to share them with you. But cryptocurrency is the wild, wild west. These whales can move the market whenever they want. The RSI can be at 80 on a one day, and a whale can come in and say, you know what, I really don't give a damn, and I'm going to bump this up even farther, and I'm going to take my profits when the RSI gets to 90. And he's able to go in there, move the market up 5% on his millions of dollars and take the profit. So remember, in cryptocurrency, guys, wild, wild west. That's why we always have a plan for the upside, the downside, and the sideways. And my plan now is, you guys know that I trade and I flip these coins, and I'm trying to basically accumulate coins by trading. And yesterday I actually let mine go at around, I think it was 55.79, somewhere right in that area. And now what I'm doing is waiting for that pullback. And remember, this isn't financial advice. You guys do whatever you want to do. I'm just saying I took some profit. I actually went back through and I was looking where I bought them, and I was buying my Litecoin. Most of them was around $44 to $41, right in that range. And then I was able to sell them up there around that 55, whatever it was. So now I'm looking for that pullback. All right. And in my opinion, it's going to come in the days to come. And the reason is we're outside of these Bollinger Bands is number one. We're overextended. Number two, our RSI right now is at 69. 70 is overbought in traditional markets. And we're also still having this right here, guys, that divergence, price going up, but the RSI is not making higher highs. It's actually making lower highs. So you want to pay very close attention to that. Price here. Look at this, guys. Our price was at $46, but the RSI was higher than when our price got all the way up to basically $60, and our RSI made it up to 70. So keep that in mind. And if you all could like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're trying for 100 likes on this video. I can't do it without each and every one of you. You guys have just been killing it for me, and I'm beyond thankful. And if you haven't got to check out my tutorial, I just did one yesterday on the cup and handle. And as you all know, I'm trying to inform people as well. You know, there's a lot of channels just come on or cover Litecoin, or they'll just cover Bitcoin, things like that. I want to teach you guys what I'm learning. I want us all to ride this together, because when the next bull market fully comes, I want all of us to be prepared. I want these life-changing things to happen to each and every one of us, and I want to do it as a group. I wanted to do it together, and I can't do it without you guys. So I want to teach you as much as I know. I'm going to continue to learn. I just ordered 3 more books as well from Thrift Books about trading, and I'm just going to continue to read them, educate you guys, educate myself, and that's the plan for this channel. We're about trading, we're about educating, we're about learning. So what we're having here, guys, remember these Bollinger Bands, they're going to tell you when you pop out of the top of them, you're overbought. When you're at the bottom of them and you fall through them, you're oversold, and then you have that middle band. So it would not surprise me one bit for us to come back down here first and test this area around $50, $51. Then it would be that 50 psychological, so this is on the downside. And then it would be this 20 EMA here around that 47.71 is the area that I'm looking at. I'm looking at that area, 47.71, and then I'm really paying attention to this 200-day moving average around that $44. I feel like that's where our true pullback really could come, and we need to test that again, that 200-day moving average around that $44. And you know what, guys, we may not see that again, may not happen, but I'm going to be prepared for it. All right, because we know in this space we've seen Litecoin go from $375 down to $22, guys. Anything can happen. So anyone who wants to hate and say, oh yeah, we'll never see $44 again, just look at what happened. All right, it was at $350 or $375 and it went down to $22. Anything can happen in this space. All right, and that's why we're prepared. But these are the targets that I'm looking at. Here's my zone. Let me show you. This is where I would want to be buying back in if things are looking good, if there's good volume, if other indicators are looking good. This is my sweet spot right in there. See that? And then it would be, I would want this line right here to hold, this trend line we've talked about so much about in this short-term uptrend. Because when these trends change, it's short-term, then intermediate term, then long-term, and that's how they change. The higher highs, higher lows in that short-term bull market that we're in. Right now, we are in a short-term uptrend for Litecoin. We need to turn it into an intermediate term and then a longer term. That's what I'm looking for. But I'm not FOMOing into anything anymore. And when I see the opportunity to take some profits, I'm going to take my profits and I'm going to be happy. And that's the good thing about learning how to trade. You use Litecoin or you use some of these other coins as instruments. And what you want to do is accumulate more of them without going into your bank account and paying for them. And that's what I want to teach people here. So these are my areas, guys. This trend line must hold. This green box must hold. Now to the upside, we're seeing right now a shooting star candle, which is bearish. Okay, actually, let me zoom in here, guys. It's actually turning into more of like a doji candle, actually, because we have this wick on the bottom. All right, so this is almost turning into like a long leg doji type deal. You'd have like a doji or a spinning top, or if it even got a little longer, like a rickshaw man is what they'll call it. And I'll do a tutorial on a rickshaw man. It's pretty interesting stuff to learn about that, the Japanese candlesticks charting. But you know, I'm seeing this stuff and I'm seeing all this profit taking and I'm seeing the price getting pushed up, but the RSI is going down. I'm going, you know, I better take some profits. I can make almost $11 on each coin or whatever it was, $12 on each coin now. And I want to take advantage of that. So when we do have a pullback, I can long it again if everything's looking good and make some more coins. That's the name of the game, guys. And that's what I want to do. And I hope that's what you guys are trying to do as well. Now, to the upside, say we were to get over top of this, we would look for that 60 psychological, that round number, and then we would be looking up to the real bodies here around that $63.19. After that, we would be going up to this area in here around that $70. And that's what a lot of people are saying, oh, we're going to run up to $70 right now. I don't feel like we're going to run up to $70 right now, guys. We need more of a pullback. And that's the way you have to look at it. Whenever you have these big springs, you have to have a pullback so you can go higher. Then you have a pullback so you can go higher. Now we need a pullback so that we can go higher and start moving up again. That's what has to happen. Nothing can go up in a straight line. Nothing can go down in a straight line. You're always going to have reactions. Take a look at this for an example, guys. Look how far and how fast we fell here. Look at these days, just falling, 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 and then we had our reaction, right? Falling, falling, falling. There's our reaction. It happens to the upside and the downside. Remember, guys are going to be taking profits like yesterday when you're seeing this. When the RSI is going down and the price is going up, first the scalpers are going to take their profits. Then the day traders are going to take their profits. Then swing traders and then long-term investors, and that's how it works. So whenever, you know, a day trader sees an RSI at 90, they're going, oh my goodness, I better take my profits, and then I'm going to jump on the other side and I'm going to short this. That's what I do, guys. And I've done that on many plays, even with Litecoin, where I have longed it, ridden it up. I see the RSI at 85 or 90. I take profits. Then it gets pushed up even more. RSI gets extended to 91, 92, 93. And then you short it and you ride it back down. So you made profit on the upside and on the downside. That's one of the best feelings is when you long something, turn right around, scalp, short it, get out, make your profits, and then you can evaluate, either move on to the next coin or see what you want to do. But these are the things I'm trying to teach on this channel. And if you like these things, guys, give me a thumbs up. We're going to keep working at it. We're going to keep doing these tutorials. We're going to keep learning together. But right now, I would just be patient. Could we go higher? Absolutely. Anything can happen in this space. But in terms of the textbooks, and what I know about trading, most likely we're going to have a pullback. And it would be around that $51, right in that range. And then it would be down around this area right here. You know, I've fallen for many pump fakes before, guys. We all have bitten on pump fakes where we go, oh my goodness, a whale just stepped in. Let's buy, let's long it. And then all of a sudden you go to the bathroom, you take a nap, and you come back and the price is, you know, 5% lower than what you got it at. And that's this space. And in my opinion, if you can trade in this space, you can trade anywhere in the world. With these thin order books and the whales and manipulation and it being the wild, wild west, not a lot of regulation on it. But that's what makes this so fun. And that's why, you know, if you do the right things and use stop losses and you have proper risk management and you don't do things like a degenerate where you're taking your whole bank account, basically your whole trading account, and putting it on one trade. You don't want to do that type of stuff, guys. So we're going to continue to learn together. We're going to see where the close is at today. Right now we're at 56.30, and what I wanted to do next, we're going to look at the 12-hour and see how things are looking. And you can see here, now this is looking more like a shooting star candle right there, where we've really tried to push back up and the bears rejected it. So you're seeing that there. Then let's go to the 8-hour. Here, guys, another one of those almost doji candles at the top, or a longer spinning top rickshaw man type deal here. Then you can see a bearish candle forming there. We'll have to see what happens. Then let's go down to the 4-hour and see what's happening. All right, 4-hour RSI is pointing down right now. You can see how we just kind of topped here, guys. We hit here, then we went there, and now we're just kind of getting lower. So that's why I would expect at least some type of pullback down here, you know, into the $51, $52, $53 range at least. But that's just me. Pay attention to the volume, guys. Go through your time frames, all that different type of stuff. Remember, don't FOMO. This type of candle can come in at any moment. It happens. So be aware of it. Especially, look, you see this candle here, guys? That's a beautiful candle. That's almost like an extremely strong bullish belt hold candle. We pushed up, and then all of a sudden we just dropped right back down and fell. So don't fall for it, my friends. Really do your due diligence, study this stuff, look at this stuff, and be patient. And if you miss a trade, you miss a trade. It happens. That's part of the game. This game is, if you can succeed 65 to 70% on all your trades, you're going to be successful. Cut your losers short. Let your winners run. That's the name of the game, my friends. I'm learning with each and every one of you. I'm still, you know, a beginner in all this stuff as well, but we're going to learn it together, and we're going to keep doing this. So God bless each and every one of you. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're learning stuff, and I'll continue to work my best for you. God bless.